Hello everyone, my name is Masterstarman and welcome back for more Let's Play Metroid Prime. This is going to be the bonus video of Metroid Prime, and there's actually not a whole lot to really cover or talk about here, but we have some interesting stuff we're going to show off here, so let's go ahead and get started here. Loading up in Metroid Prime Trilogy here, I'm actually going to be covering some bonus content in both this version of the game and in the GameCube release, so that's going to be something interesting here. Fortunately, I only really need to cover some various bonuses that apply to Metroid Prime 1. I will not be covering anything that's related to Prime 2 or Prime 3, so I'm sorry, Metroid Prime 2 Echoes multiplayer, you'll be covered another day. I believe options isn't really something that I need to go over. I feel like that's something that I've covered a lot in the past, so I'm going to go into extras here and show off some certain things related to Metroid Prime 1 here. Some of these things I believe you had to get through like a certain amount of completion in Metroid Prime 1 on GameCube, but I believe that in this it's more so based on various types of medals you can collect, so let's go ahead and view some of these things. Yeah, so this is basically certain things you can get. You can get little, things like maps, that have, like, certain collectibles for you. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. Kind of annoying, I can't use a regular button to zoom through all these things here, but yeah, you can kind of just get a little bit of an idea of certain concept sketches and stuff. I won't be, like, zooming in on all of this stuff, maybe just some more interesting things. These are just kind of some rough sketches, I guess, of various rooms that we've seen. Some interesting stuff worth looking through this if you have kind of the means to do so. You probably can't really tell, like, what stuff's what here, and unfortunately, like, this is the clearest resolution that's even shown in the game, so honest to God, even on my TV, I can't read this text any better than you guys can, so yeah. I will definitely say, though, a lot of the concept art for Metroid Prime is really cool looking if you can get a chance to look at it. I don't know if these scans might be in higher quality around on another website or like online somewhere, but they might be. I'm just kind of estimating there, but if anyone knows where some of these things are in like really high resolution, that would actually be something cool worth looking at. Just got some pretty cool looking area designs here. Really cool concept art of the impact, or the Chozo Temple there. I won't look at this too much here, but we do have some pretty cool official art of various creatures and concept art. I believe... Oh, Shriekbat, don't remember, and I want to say that's the Lumagek, which is like the last normal enemy in the game. Yeah, you can just get some really cool looking art of a lot of these creatures. You definitely have a lot of really talented, like, concept designers behind their team, and, you know, it's kind of a weird time to bring this up here, but, you know, I'm curious, like, with Metroid Prime 4 to date this video immediately whenever that game comes out in 35 years, like, what the designs and the creatures will look like with that, because there was a lot of talent that was put into some of these things. Like, wow, look at this. Looks like something that would be straight off like a novel cover, I think. But yeah, those Magmors definitely look cool. Choga Ghosts, Space Pirates. Yeah, they have a lot of really cool designs in this game. That is some really sweet-looking official art of Meta Ridley there. Oh, this is... I didn't realize there was some sort of, like, official thing of all the scan creatures in the game. That's actually a really cool one. I didn't know that that was a thing here, actually. And I guess even more of that. And even more of that. Some of these are, like, official, like, research datas and stuff, too. Some really, really cool stuff, though, I gotta honestly say. We have the Samus Gallery. This is gonna be probably a whole bunch of really cool official art here, or official or concept art. Yeah, seeing stuff like this, and, like, hearing who some of the, like, what some of the developers they got for, like, they've gotten, like, various artists from a bunch of, like, AAA studios, or people who've worked on, like, a bunch of AAA games before, like, they have artists who've worked on, like, Halo and Call of Duty and stuff working on Prime 4. It's just all stuff that makes me excited to see what the heck they're gonna do next out of this series, because... Again, I freaking love this. Like, and of course some of these screenshots here of Samus are probably some of her most iconic, I think. Like, these two renders here, like, I mean, this one's the one that's on the box of the game, and this one I've seen around a whole bunch. I don't really see this render a whole lot. Or this one, for that matter, but it's all some pretty cool stuff. And lastly, the Extras Gallery. One of these things, there's the way the galleries were unlocked in the GameCube version, I think there were some that opened up that unlocked for, getting a certain percentage, and some of them, of, like, items, and some of them opened up for a certain percentage of scans, so, yeah, you could view these things in that version, they just had to be unlocked in a certain way. Ooh, we got some Fusion Suit artwork, that's actually pretty cool. This game originally released, I think, like, the same day pretty near as Metroid Fusion, which is another one of my favorite Metroid games. So... some concept arts of the boost ball, complete with the GameCube B button, it looks like. I'm not sure. Is this still... Yeah, I guess it's supposed to be just concept arts of the boost ball here. That's really cool. That is really cool. There is Metroid Prime itself. Which I'm not sure... Wait. I don't know what this is supposed to be. That looks really strange. Concept art of the final scene, it looks like. Very ominous. I didn't comment on this ending beforehand, other than, like, this is the ending that you get for getting 100% items, but, yeah. The end, question mark. I mean, considering you know this is an entire trilogy, and, certain other things, let's just say, you might be able to piece together certain things about that, but for now, we'll probably wait a little bit later on, and that's a surprisingly, like, a realistic Samus, like, headshot there, I guess. I don't know, like, exact, like, face terms, but, yeah, it's... Oh, I guess it says Samus face model there. Never mind. Thursday, January 17th, 2002. Wow. Smaller eyes. It's honestly not a half bad Samus design, I gotta honestly say. Anyways, that's pretty much gonna do it for the galleries here. I don't think I'm gonna skip over boners, no. I can't believe I just said that. I'm sorry. That was a dumb thing to say. Ignoring that, yeah, we can listen to certain songs from Metroid Prime, but this only has certain select songs from Metroid Prime, like, there's a couple that are missing here. Looks like it doesn't have the... Looks like it doesn't have the title theme, from what it looks like, which is kind of strange, because there's the Prime theme, and then there's the title theme, which is actually the same as the Metroid Prime credits theme. I don't see that anywhere in here at all. No, it does. Never mind. Okay, doesn't have the first phase of Metroid Prime, it sounds like. Hear a bunch of crows in the background. I apologize if you hear that. Only has one Phase on Minds track in here. It seems like it has most of the important songs in here. Doesn't have Thardus in here either, from what it looks like. It actually does have more than... It has a little bit more than what I'm thinking of that it has. It's Metroid Prime 3, I think, that lacks one of, like, the most, like, flagship songs in that game, and probably the one most people know Prime 3 for. But, yeah, that's just something you can kind of do. Of course, you can probably just look up the soundtracks nowadays, but it is something that's just kind of in there if you're interested. And lastly, we got Bonus Gallery. I don't know what's... I don't know... I don't have enough to afford any of these dioramas. And also, I think you need friend vouchers to even look at these to begin with. So, yeah, friend vouchers was kind of a weird thing because you needed to... You got these vouchers that you had to send to other friends who had, like, save data for this game or something, and then you could get, like, the green things there. I didn't know anyone else who owned this game, and this game was only available for about 6 months. So, yeah, that was pretty much a locked-out feature. But there was one thing that you could do. Activate Fusion Suit while playing Metroid Prime. This was something you could do, actually, in the original. If you had a copy of Metroid Fusion, a Game Boy Advance, and a Game Boy Advance GameCube link cable, you could actually play Metroid Prime with the Fusion Suit. I chose not to do it for this Let's Play here, but, yeah, that was something that you could do, and we're going to do that. This video footage here comes courtesy of YouTube user Agri64, I hope I'm pronouncing the name right there. Yeah, so the Fusion Suit, kind of just a different, like, little aesthetic thing, but, Agri's had, a video, showcasing, like, various scenarios with the Fusion Suit on, so... Yeah, that's, they gave me special permission to use this footage here, so, this is with the Varia suit here, the Varia Fusion suit. I gotta say I'm not the biggest fan of that color scheme. It's probably, like, the least appealing thing in there, but fortunately, I think every other part of the Fusion suit's really cool. My original Let's Play, I did play this with the Fusion suit on, but, I just kind of wanted to be a little bit different this time, that's all. But yeah, I can't say I'm a fan of the chartreuse color Varia Fusion suit very much. All these colors are pretty much the same as they were in Metroid Fusion, though, so the Gravity suit, which I do really like the look of this, Not too different from the regular gravity suit, but it's a nice, like, color scheme. Kind of has a bit of a toy, like, vibe to it in a way. Just a nice shade of purple and teal blue kind of going together there. And let's beat the Omega Pirate yet again. Get to play out this long, epic cutscene yet again, but Phazon Fusion suit, which is the same color scheme as the Omega suit for Metroid Fusion. It's kind of a strange color scheme, like it's almost like an inverse of the various suit. It has like a really prominent orange kind of vibe. Also, yeah, I don't know what's with the oversight of giving it the Phazon suit hand. Kind of funny. Hello everyone, and welcome back for Metroid Prime. Yeah, I bet you guys didn't expect this one here. This is Metroid Prime on the original GameCube. Just wanted to show kind of some various differences that the GameCube version of this game had that were not in the original, or in the Wii re-release. So, I will briefly touch upon the image gallery here. I don't have everything unlocked here. I believe I'm missing... Oh, I do have, like, the ending stuff here. A part of me wants to say these images are in higher res than... Yeah, okay, so these are in way higher resolution than they were in the Wii version. I don't know what the hell happened with that. That's really, really strange. I won't go through all of these too much here, but yeah. I will say right off the bat, I freaking love this song. This is like the main theme for Metroid Prime that was, yeah, anyways. I'm booting this up here because I just kind of wanted to show you what playing Metroid Prime is like on the GameCube release here. We do have... we have Metroid Fusion Connection bonuses here. This is the one thing I won't be able to show off because, I'll be honest, much as I like Metroid Fusion, I don't actually own a physical copy of that, so... Yeah, you can also play NES Metroid if you connect Fusion and Prime together, which is a very cool bonus. I feel like it might have been a bit redundant to include that in the Wii version, especially if they had, like, the Wii Virtual Console at the time, but... Yeah, and also the Fusion suit in Metroid Prime, so... Yeah, basically this was a way how you could have played Metroid Prime on your GameCube back then. And, as far as options go, this is kind of the same standard options from the main game, but let's go ahead and just jump into Metroid Prime. So, as iconic as that intro was, I just kind of felt like skipping it. Yeah, so... pretty much the big difference with this game is that, you kind of don't have free aim over your shot. You'll always... It's kind of more akin to an old-school shooter, kind of like, say, GoldenEye, maybe. To circumvent that, they added a Zelda-style lock-on, which is one of the best things that they could have done with this game. So, yeah. Now, if you try and move left and right here, it just kind of moves the gun side to side, which is not too bad there. You may also notice the HUD's a little bit different as well. You can see all the icons for the scan visor is for the visors as well as your beams whenever you eventually get more of those. It's kind of just a more traditional control scheme here. Use the A button to shoot, which honestly feels pretty natural for how much you're going to be mashing that in this sometimes, so it's a... All in all, it's a solid control scheme. It might take a little bit to adapt to. I think the Wii version overall does feel better at times, but I can definitely see why this version might have its perks. One thing about the Wii version, or the GameCube version of this game is that your saves actually do not, or like your scans don't carry over from file to file. There's no real New Game Plus with this, so you do need to get every scan in one save file if you do want to get all the best bonuses. So yeah, that's definitely like one, I think one quality of life change the Wii version did add. Once again, these turrets are nowhere near as observant as they could be. I forgot that door actually does close in on you if you're slow enough. Whoops. I think it's a case of being in a separate door. Well, no, actually, that doesn't apply to turrets. Never mind. Yeah, turrets can still be assholes and shoot even through doors, so I guess that doesn't really apply. Maybe those turrets just aren't programmed to shoot if you're outside the door. But, yeah. I guess one funny story I can actually share. My original Let's Play of this game, which, yeah, I did, some people probably know this, I did do a Let's Play of Metroid Prime way back in 2009, 2010. Something happened where, I know I recorded the first two videos together, and this was kind of, well, I was about to say that was kind of a new thing for me to try and record multiple videos together, but I don't think that's actually true. I'm pretty sure that, even back then I was kind of doing that a little bit. But, somehow I ended up deleting the entire, like, the entire second video for some reason. And because Prime Trilogy is kind of stingy with how it does, like, the whole Hypermode thing, I didn't really have any sort of backup save or easy way of doing that, because literally Hypermode, you have to start from a New Game Plus file if you want it. It's not like this version of the game where you can just keep your hard mode unlocked once you get that. So I ended up basically just linking to somebody else's Let's Play for, like, the rest of the escape sequence until about half a year after I finished my Let's Play. I was like, you know what, let's just, like, record, like, one video from, like, the GameCube version just to kind of show it off. And, like, you can find those videos on the channel still. My old playlist is still there. None of the videos are unlisted or whatever. But, being able to include that all in one video was definitely, like, I mentioned before, having more time was one of the biggest, like, reasons why I wanted to redo that Let's Play. There we go. And on topic of Parasite Queen, I think they remixed this song for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, which is kind of a weird song to choose. I don't know why this song specifically. I know this area here is the basis for the stage Frigate Orphan in that game, which is like what we're on right now. But yeah. So, yeah, it's just kind of a funny story I always think of when I think of this escape sequence, because my original Let's Play of this game didn't even have that as part of the thing, which was, I mean, it's dumb to say I just deleted a whole video like that, but yeah, that was something I did back then. Oh, there's a full-ass pirate up here. It's kind of what I mean when I say I do think that the control scheme is overall better in the Wii version, but being able to mash the button like hell and back is kind of something I miss from this version, honestly. Again, I'd be really curious to see if Prime Trilogy would get some sort of Switch port eventually, or Switch remaster, because I would love that, honestly. I think most people probably would. Although, after the whole fiasco with Super Mario 3D All-Stars, which I'd rather not get too into that, because, I mean, I feel like I'm kind of past that point now, even though I do really, really like that game. Yeah, that's, I don't know if people would really want this game on the Switch after that or not. I don't know, I'd rather not, like, dwell on that too much further. I think I mentioned this throughout the Let's Play here. Missiles in this game are actually handled differently in this version of the game. There's only, I believe there's 5 missile expansions and 10, I think, is the other one. They don't have, like, the small missile expansion that was in the Wii version in this game, which is kind of a strange change. I think that was a thing in the PAL version, but I could be wrong about that. And time to watch this stupid cutscene in which we lose all of our abilities just in one bump again. God, this was a dumb cutscene. So I guess just briefly going over various things in the menu here. Largely the menus are basically the same, but obviously there's just kind of a GameCube graphic here instead of a Wii one. Otherwise, though, the menus more or less kind of similar. You have reverse Y-axis, which no. You have rumble, swap beam controls, which I would rather off in this, but I do like the swap beam controls in Prime Trilogy, and that's pretty much about it. I don't think I ever showed what it was like leaving the impact crater, but that's basically the warp out there. Not that impressive, but it's a thing. And this is what it's like returning to Talon Overworld here. Okay, so jumping between save files a little bit here, I kind of want to talk about a couple of things that are kind of exclusive in this version of the game here. Some of these are a little bit more glitchy, some of them are actually, like, interesting little graphical quirks here. So this is kind of like what the HUD looks like with all the beams intact. I don't believe the X-ray visor or thermal visor look too different. And scan visor is more or less, it's kind of this boxed rectangle rather than what it is in the other version, but it's pretty much the same as it always was. What isn't the same is actually the charge beam, because they actually have some interesting little graphical effects in the charge beam that aren't in the Wii version. I'm assuming it might have been hard to do these effects, or they might have caused some sort of screw-arounds here, but let's show those off here. With the wave beam, you may notice that there's a little bit of extra electricity that's charging out of the wave beam there. With the ice beam, your entire arm cannon freezes over. I think that's a really cool one. I wish that was actually left in the Wii version. And the plasma beam, okay, yeah, the plasma beam kind of lets you see a little bit of the red heating up energy leaving the thing. It's all just a bunch of, like, cool little special effects. It's one quality that I'll give this version of the game. Not that it makes that much of a difference, really, but it is something worth noting that this version of the game has. And lastly is something I kind of want to talk about that's more of a glitch than anything that I kind of want to talk about, because I've made reference to this a couple times throughout the Let's Play, but never really had a good chance to show this off here. For one thing, you might have seen how much faster I was able to tilt around there. This version of the game has some interesting things you can do with the L button. I wish I had a better enemy to test this on here. Can I get a bee to come out here? So for one thing, if you jump and kind of tap L while you're jumping, you can get an extra speed and distance boost slightly, which makes certain jumps a little bit easier in this. They're not really required jumps, which is why I don't really find myself doing it a whole lot. And also, if you lock onto an enemy, and then, yeah, you saw what I did just there. That's what's known as a dash jump. It's kind of basically if you do, I don't know what that was. If you do a dash and, like, jump at the same time while locked on, which dashing is just holding side and B. If you let go of your lock-on while doing that, you can get a lot of speed and distance. Very, very advanced technique because it's often used for speedrunning and pretty much only speedrunning. But you can do some crazy-ass skips with that. I figured I'd just at least, like, give that, like, a mention here. Because things like that are one reason people like the GameCube version of this game specifically, for like things like that there. And similarly, if you, I'm gonna get rid of these guys now. You all lived your purpose. Yet I'm on a bee extinction phase here. There's one more. Similarly, there's another trick you can do, what's known as a ghetto jump here, where if you, I'll try and best describe this if I do it here. I was not doing it there. Where the heck is this hole at? Right here. Yeah, you notice that I made that with a double jump there. Normally you're not supposed to be able to make that with a double jump. If you notice, or, wait, what? Okay, that's what it's supposed to be. I was not trying to ghetto jump there. Huh, I guess for that one, all you need to do is hold the L button in order to make that. That's kind of strange. Yeah, ghetto jumping is a weird trick where basically what you're supposed to do is if you hold L while, like, rubbing against a wall here, like, I'll try and best describe this. If you, jump, and then you basically have to, like, move away and move back towards the wall while pressing L. That's supposed to give you, like, an extra... Oh, dang it, I was trying to make that jump. That's supposed to give you a little bit of extra, like, height, which is a really weird, like, height and distance. Like, there's a wall, there's a ceiling in front of me, I think. Yeah, okay. That's kind of just the nature of the ghetto jump there. You can use it to get some crazy stuff way earlier than you're supposed to. Speedrunners often like to get the space jump first, actually, because you can do some weird, crazy dash jumps with that. Oh, nice. See, that normally requires power, not power beam, grapple beam, and I just got that pretty much immediately. So that's kind of an idea of how early some of the skips you can do with various techniques like that. And I guess I might as well show off the one last thing. I still hate you guys. I don't care what version of the game I'm playing. Yep, you remember this guy. Oh boy. This is a very, very weird spider ball track, and yeah, I just walked up a spider ball track. I don't know why you can do that, but you can. And I fell down anyway. No, I'm trying that again. What? Okay, I walked backwards and went up this thing. This... Oh, well, okay, well, I lost that there now, but... Yeah, this spider ball track is really, really strange. Yeah, that was without me holding the L button at all there. Anyways... I don't know why I'm going this way, because there's Chozo Ghosts that way, but... Yeah, that's going to do it for Metroid Prime. Kind of a strange note to leave off on was just some weird glitch showcases, but... Yeah, again, one of my favorite games of all time. I've said so much praise of this game in the past. I think it's a game that still really, really well holds up. And I was really happy to bring this game back to you guys again, because I miss this series a lot. I kind of wish I didn't Let's Play this game out of, like, a lot of spite, which I'll explain in a bit of an update video in a couple of whenevers. I'm not sure when that's actually going up, but yeah, this Let's Play kind of was not, it kind of started with me not at the best spot in my life, but that's just kind of the way 2020 has been. But yeah, with all that being said, that's gonna do it for this Let's Play. I hope to see you guys next time for a return to a series I've been away from for some time, but not a series that I've definitely been familiar with on my channel, and a game in particular that I've wanted to Let's Play since pretty near the beginning of my channel. So, I've alluded to it in the past. I'll see you guys for that then. Peace out.